Hi everyone, welcome to Road to Cat 99. So, first of all, congratulations if you have received the GDPI calls. Almost all IIMs are releasing the GDPI calls, and in a couple of days, you will receive more calls from Lucknow. Lucknow is out, from Indore, from other B schools, from non-IIMs, right? From SP Jain. Dates will be out for the SP Jain soon, and Calcutta is also out today, and you have received the interview dates. So, as I have also said multiple times that the interview can start in the first week of January, and a lot of students have received the date of 28th Jan or probably before that also. So the same case would happen for the Lucknow or for the other B schools. So I will first suggest that you should start preparing for the GDPI as soon as possible. Now I will not discuss with which coaching you have to enroll or with which coaching you should enroll. If you have made decision, please consume their stuff, please utilize them properly, and if you haven't subscribed to any coaching and if you feel that you want to do as soon as possible. As of now, there will be multiple forms. For example, 10th Jan 6 p.m. is deadline for IIM Ahmedabad. Same goes for the Lucknow, and Calcutta would be 2 days prior before, but I would say that start preparing HRQs or start answering those questions right now and keep getting them reviewed one by one from the mentors, because these questions are very much important and will be a base for your interview. Apart from that, I would say that if you are not paying attention to these questions, right, or if you are using any AI software to answer these questions, the interviewer will catch you that you have used some sort of AI softwares, because they will easily identify your tone and in the tone which you have written the answers. So if you are doing that, stop doing that, right? It can cause you a direct reject, right? Apart from that, get your answers reviewed at least one time, and or ideal review should be 2 or 3 times from mentors, from B school students, because you can't analyze yourself very well. You need others explanation or others review, right, for a best SOP or for best HRQs. So start doing that and make sure that before submitting you are telling all those things which you know, right? Don't tell the things which you don't know or which you are not aware of, because again, if someone asks you question based on that, right, and if you are not able to justify that, that's like a big blot on your candidature. Apart from that, what I want to tell you about is that a lot of students message me about this thing. Let me write it very clearly about the different types of messages that I receive from the students. Please help. I didn't receive the call, right? Mock interview, right? Analyze my profile, comment on my score, what to do. I am not receiving the GDPI calls. So people, one thing is very clear, I do want to help you all, and you must have seen that I generally do reply to all the comments whichever you are making on the videos, or I do reply to you in the group. But if you see that if you message me in my private DMs, I generally avoid them, no matter in which problem you are, until and unless you are bothering me by calling or something. I might explain you that don't message me for 5 minutes, but I won't answer your questions in the DMs, because personally it is becoming quite hectic to answer the questions in the DMs, and I don't think that private chats are the feasible way to go ahead while answering some queries. Because if I'm looking forward to you that you are not receiving any call, I would again require a lot of data to analyze your candidature, and that can't happen on the DMs. So for this, for as far as the questions are concerned, I regularly come live on the YouTube to answer all your queries. You can contact me through that. You can join my WhatsApp group, Telegram group. I am active there, right? And this is like a free service. This is like I'm giving you out of my interest, so there is no obligation. You can't ping me again and again. A lot of students ping me again and again, sir, you are not replying to me, right? I'm not obliged to reply you. I am doing it out of my interest, and if I don't have time, I might not reply you at all. Your problem can be a lot bigger, but please understand that I do have some constants and I do have to buy some things, so I can't be available at all the times, right? The next question will be, if you want to connect with me anytime, if you want to book the PI call, if you feel that you have see what happens, right? फॉर एग्जाम्पल किसी का इंटरव्यू फेब में है, किसी का जैन में है, रिस्पेक्टिव ऑफ दैट आपने 2-3 मेंटर से आप अपने पीआई करवा लिए, राइट, है ना. नाउ इफ यू वांट टू गेट अ रियल फील, है ना, कि अच्छा ये बंदे ने पास्ट में 15-20 इंटरव्यू कन्वर्ट किए हैं and he is currently studying at IIM Ahmedabad and I want to test myself, I want to get a detailed review. So what happens generally in the coaching interviews, the mentor is very restricted to 30 minutes time slot because they are only paid for 30 minutes. उसके beyond वो जाएंगे नहीं. They end the interview in 20 minutes and then 10 minutes would be for the discussions. This is not a bad thing, but I am providing you a chance to connect with me for the GDPI, for the doubt discussion, for anything. If you want to book a mock PI slot, you will find on my TopMate. The link is in the description, right? There are 3-4 services when it comes to the TopMate, and you can search according to your need. If you want to book the mock PI, so we will keep the long mock PI of around 30-40 minutes. Right, I mentioned 45 minutes. It can go around 60 minutes, 70 minutes also. Depends on the interview, right? If you want to take a mock PI, I would suggest you to book through the TopMate, right? I would be available whenever you are booking the TopMate, and you will get some good insights when it comes to mock PI. The charge is 500, which I feel is decent if you are paying 5,000, 7,000, 10,000 to someone and taking 7 mock interviews. That obviously boils down to 700, 800. As far as the material is concerned, I provided all materials in the Excel sheet. The link will be in the last of this video, right? You can check that video also. But major agenda of this is that there are basically 3-4 services. Why I am answering that? I am receiving a lot of queries because you guys are anxious about your candidature, about how the things would go on. You might have some queries, right? There are a lot of things going on and the cost of everything is very high, right? You don't want to miss your B school call or you don't want to miss your convert at any cost, right? That is one of the reasons that I'm willing to express my interest towards you. Obviously, I would keep going on with the free services, but if you want something urgent, if your interview date is in the January, in the February, right? And even if I'm providing free services, I will choose one among hundreds, right? You might not be that, right? So if you want to book, there will be first is that DM, right? That is direct message. You can do that if you have just general query. If you want to take any guidance regarding the CAT or GDPI, there is one service that. And if you want to take a mock PI, you can book a mock PI with me. These are the 3 services. And at this point of time, I would feel that this would be highly beneficial for you guys if you're interested. If you're not interested, it's not necessary. I just want to convey my message that in case if you want to connect with me on the urgent basis, right, in a couple of hours, you can avail these services. Obviously, it's a paid services. I'm not promoting or I'm not saying that you should take it or you need to take it. But if you ever feel that you want to take it, if you want your SOP reviews, right? SOP reviews are again a big thing when it comes to the B school, and this thing also directs your interview, right? Before entering to the interview room, the interviewer will read your SOP or will have a glance at your SOP and will judge you accordingly. And then they will ask you questions based on the SOP. There might be grammatical errors, there might be storyline missing in the SOPs that I think you can't judge yourself. So you need a mentor for that. If you're enrolled in some coaching, if you're satisfied with that, then it's best. But if you're not satisfied with the coaching or not satisfied with the mentor, then I would highly suggest you to pay anything to anyone who is best in this and to take his or her services. The reason being is that for 500, 1000, 2000, 3000, don't miss the chance of converting a B school call. That's my real motive, or that's my advice to you, right? If you want any of these services, you can book on the TopMate. The link for the TopMate would be in the description of this video or any video, right? And one thing more, might sound rude, might sound harsh, but I generally don't entertain any DMs. Even if you're going through the TopMates or anything, we will first proceed with the official communication and then we will connect on the Google Meet or on the Zoom, right? We can record the interview also. I will share the interview recording with you too, right? And Post that, there is no limitation, right? If I mention that I will review your SOP just for 30 minutes, if it's taking 40 minutes, 50 minutes, 60 minutes, I will do that. As far as the quality is concerned, quality will be maintained, and there is no greed of money or something like that. This is just to gauge your interest, just to see how many of candidates really need the service, right? बस यही बताना था. बाकी the interviews will start soon. Even if you have interviews after 2 months, I would advise you to start as soon as possible, because this is never ending journey. Even 1 second before the interview, you will feel that you need to cover a lot of things and you don't know anything. So keep testing yourself, and best of luck for all your B schools. I hope you will shine. Thank you.